This figure has no business being this good. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best figures of 2025 has entered the chat. And cover your ears, cause it's unofficial. I know, I shouldn't say it, it shouldn't count. Pay the rich to underperform. But let me show you why I said that as we take a look at the Mess Toys, but Black Neighbor. Hey man, what do you mean by black? What's going on, folks? Kinda Collecting here, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if this is your first video, again, welcome. And if you've been here before, you know the drill, so what up, oos? Listen, we on the road to 35,000 subs, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps me more than you think, and it is highly appreciated. This is the most fantasy booked figure I have ever seen. Picture this. What if you took the most articulated Spider-Man body to date, slapped some black paint on it with the Symbiote logo, gave him some accessories to tell a story with, and made him affordable? The formula was right there the whole time. All it took was the right somebody to pick it up and run with it. And the people who did weren't messing around when they put this thing together. See what I did there? But enough with the glaze for now. Let's jump into this review. Now, first things first, this is not just a repaint of CT Toy Spidey 2.0. From head to toe, everything is different. All new head sculpts, no signs of any web lines at all. A Symbiote logo that's sculpted into the suit and is all wrapped in a smooth matte black finish. This thing is cleaner than Steve Harvey at a suit convention. But make no mistake about it, it definitely has the same proportions as Spider-Man. The same broad chest, the same snatched waist, and the same long butt. But they did an amazing job making it feel like a completely new figure. And I'm not sure how they did it, but his vanilla silhouette is a little more natural than the standard Rebel Tech figure. Now, when you get in close to the paint on the Symbiote, you'll see some imperfections, but not enough to make you go, ugh. Details get a 4.5 out of 5. Symbiote Spider-Man's design is super simple, but adding that design to this body and then executing it to damn near perfection takes that simplicity over the top. So my neighbor here comes with the full set of accessories. Almost enough to consider on maximum. Starting with the hands, he's got 6 pairs. He's got his Mink Minks, the firm graspers, the light reach arounds, the soft touchers, the full arthritises, and the minks with the holes in them. Use those to plug in his web effects. 2 straight shooters, and 2 spread the lovers. Now, normally I would say that every Spider-Man needs the 3 basics for hands: thwips, fists, and crawlers. But Symbiote and 2099 are the exception. It still would have been nice to have some black thwips, but I guess it's not a complete necessity. The Symbiote also comes with 2 heads, one to represent his classic big eyes look, and an angry squinted head sculpt, and these are super clean. The only thing that would have took it over the top were if the eyes were sculpted, but even then they would have still been painted and susceptible to scratches, so never mind. And lastly, one thing I never talk about, Mess Toys threw in a stand with a logo at the base and a metal posable arm. What? And this thing is strong too, like it holds up Spider-Man with ease. I'm still not gonna use it, but come on, who else is giving us that for this price? Accessories get a 4 out of 5. As much as I want to deduct a full point for not having thwipping hands, I can't really justify that. But if it had those and an unmasked head, we're talking 5 stars easy. Fresh out the box, the articulation is incredible. Keep in mind, every copy won't be the same, but on mine, the only joints that needed treatment were the elbows. But all it took was a single drop of this to get the squeak out. Now, with the articulation fully unlocked, the head and neck articulation allow for a full range of motion. Neck can swivel, head can swivel, tilt, look all the way up, and all the way down. Chin to neck style. Arms can hit a high wide pose. There's full rotation at the shoulder. Heating it up a little will unlock the bicep swivel. Again, hit this part with shock oil and the single jointed elbow works like that. There's also swivel at the elbow and full hand articulation. Mess Toys butterfly blades go forward that much and backwards that far. Super impressive. The upper and lower torso articulation allow him to swivel, tilt, move forward that much, and there's buttery smooth swivel at the waist. Legs can split real wide. There's thigh swivel, rotate the thigh and he can kick forward that much. Not so much straight back, but angle it out and he can go that far backwards. Single jointed knees that go way back. There's boot swivel, and of course, full articulation at the foot, including toe hinge. So articulation gets a 5 out of 5, but that part was a formality. This articulation scheme is the best for Spider-Man figures. He can hit every pose that Spider-Man needs to hit with no problem. Now, I've had my fair share of Revo Spideys in the past, but for whatever reason with this one here, I couldn't stop posing them. Bootleg figures have come a long way from where they once were, but one thing you could always count on was them being tiny. Well, that's not the case anymore. Here's our big black neighbor next to the Rebel Tech Iron Spider and 2.0 Spider-Man, and they're right there neck and neck. Like, if I told you this was an official Kyoto release, the height would not be the thing to give it away. He's a little shorter than the Legends animated Symbiote Spidey, definitely shorter than Venom, but that's expected. Legends are always bigger. This Legends Kingpin towers over him, but why is Shocker all the way in the back there? I like that he's taller than Black Panther, and I'm glad that Thor is finally taller than somebody, but I still wish he was a little bit taller. He's taller than the CT Toys Wolverine and this KO Deadpool, and that Deadpool doesn't have like a cool name or anything. This is like an OG bootleg before they became cool. He's a little bit bigger than Jada, Ryu, and Ken, but dog, I really need Storm to get their stuff over here like yesterday. I'm starting to get tired of seeing these dudes. In my collection, he's going to be kicking it with Kid Buu and Stitch and the team I like to call the Menace Society. And here's how he stacks up next to Mafex Wolverine, Rebel Tech Iron Man, and Diamond Select Hulk. Scaling gets a 5 out of 5. This guy can fit in any collection and he blends in seamlessly. Well, any 6-inch collection. Don't mix them in with like Hot Toys or anything. When people say, this figure was so good I couldn't put it down, I never really had that feeling before. Until I got this guy and started playing around with them. I can honestly say I have not had this much fun with a figure in a long time. Maybe even ever. And here's the kicker, he only costs about $30. Now, I'll have a link in the description that'll take you straight to AliExpress and straight to the store I ordered mine from. In full transparency, it may support me, it may not, but it'll definitely be there. So do yourself a favor and pick one of these up ASAP. Pricing gets a 5 out of 5 because you'll never find another Spider-Man figure this good with this amount of accessories for under $50. That puts the overall score at a 4.7, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the highest score I've ever given. And it definitely deserves it. The look, the attention to detail, the articulation, the accessories, and that price make this one of the best figures of the year. I highly encourage any and every Spider-Man fan to get you one of these. Dude's a game changer. That does it for this review. In the comment section, let me know which figures you're looking forward to next from Mess Toys. Mind you, this is their first quote-unquote branded figure, so the Robin Hood is like this? Shit's not fair. Till next time, don't forget to protect your peace, stay young at heart, and remember, we're all kind of collecting something. Just don't let it be rat poop. Peace.